Welcome back to Focus on Southeast. I'm Dan Woods, General Manager of KRCU Public Radio. We're talking today with Southeast President Carlos Vargas, and it's our 2016 Year in Review show. And we've started on some of our topics. We have a lot more we can talk about. But I want to talk about your trip to Cuba and why you went and what were the outcomes of that trip.
Yes. Well, the trip to Cuba was an interesting one. I actually went because the Governor Nixon, actually led a trade mission to Cuba, and I felt, and the Governor Nixon's staff also felt, that the presence from a president from one of the universities would be a good, important addition to it. So we had meetings with a number of different sort of officials from the government. My objective was, of course, to explore the opportunities for collaboration at the higher education level with institutions there. That worked very well. I think that we have a clear indication that at least at the time they were very interested in really developing these connections with us. I must say also that apparently in 2004 thereabouts, the university actually had started to explore connections with universities or institutions in Cuba, but due to political changes, those conversations stopped. So now we're starting them again. Of course, we need to see what the future now holds, considering that well, there's a new recent development of Castro actually passing away, and then we need to wait and see with the new president, at the presidential administration, to see what direction it's going to take to explore those potential exchanges.
Yeah, because Raul Castro has said he's going to step down in 2018, I think I heard. So there could be a lot of changes coming in the next few years.
I think that's probably an accurate statement, that there will be many changes, and I'm hoping that in the end it's going to be something positive for everybody.
Let's talk sports. I know you're a big sports fan, so let's talk about 2016 in sports. And our baseball team did really well.
They did really well. They won that's third overall OVC tournament, back-to-back wins over Jacksonville State, and this is the third OVC tournament championship in the program's history. So that's in Southeast had actually won the title in 1998 and 2002. Our coach Andy Sawyers, who is new, and you may remember that Steve Bizer was our coach and left to join Mizzou.
Correct.
Coach Sawyers is being very well received. I'm very pleased with him. He seems to be really connecting extremely well with the players, with the community, and so we're excited to see what the future brings. Of course, they're going to be playing in a new completely refurbished field, and I'm very, very happy about that. The players are excited, the players are very happy, and I think the community too. There's a lot of energy around that.
Yeah. And there was a new athletic director named this year as well. Right,
Brady Barkey, which I believe we mentioned in one of our recent conversations. Brady is doing very well. I think he's shown that he's ready to take this challenge, and he's developing the proper relationships with the coaches and with the community, and I keep working with them closely to make sure that we pay due attention to athletics and the support of the athletic program.
We talked about this several months ago during one of our conversations, but the Bachelor of Science in Geographic Information Science. And if I remember correctly, we talked about this off mic as well, because you were educating me on the potential of this and using data very effectively. You might speak to that just a few more.
Sure. I think that this is a technology that has become increasingly popular. It's used in many fields. Certainly marketing is one of them. But we actually in higher education are starting to use it for new and novel ways of displaying data and using that to help us identify patterns that may be otherwise difficult to determine. So we're happy that we're going to be able to produce graduates with expertise in this field and their application to a number of different disciplines and areas. We at the university are using it increasingly in order to help us improve our recruitment strategies, but also to help us understand the performance of our students and those areas in which we actually can do better, and how we can communicate with our partners, either community colleges or high schools, to make sure that we enhance the chances of the students to be successful when they get here. So we're really, really pleased with that, and we're developing expertise in the university to make sure that we take maximum advantage of this technology.
A lot of potential there.
Yes, very much so.
Before we go to break, let's talk a little bit about the phase 1 of the Greek Village housing project. So phase 1 is complete, and we're moving on soon to, I guess, phase 2.
Yes, that's right. It sounds like not long ago we were talking about that first phase being almost completed. Yeah. Now it is completed, and so we have two houses that are completely finished, and they're actually occupied. And now we're going to have the 2 new houses. They're scheduled to be occupied in the fall, this coming fall semester in 2017. So certainly the Greek community is active on campus. As I said before, it's exciting that there's such a level of activity, and I believe that the Greeks can play a very important role in terms of promoting pride in the institution and developing more of a sense of a community at the university.
All right, well, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll continue our conversation with Dr. Vargas about the year 2016. You're watching Focus on Southeast. We'll be right back.